This time on To the Horizon Sailing. Gemini gets a huge upgrade when we say goodbye to the crusty old manual windlass and hello to this bad boy, the Lofrans Tigres motorized windlass. Goodbye, Old Windlass. Here we go.
We have our brand new windlass that's electric, so I don't have to sweat my butt off trying to pull it up manually. Oh man, look at that beast.
We were super excited to get cracking on this project, but of course, Mother Nature had other plans for us. It's super rainy out today. Check this out. Hold on. I gotta climb over Jack. It's been stormy for the last 2 days, so we've been hunkered down and working on boat projects. Ugh. It's so windy and cold and rainy. So it's perfect for interior projects. But we're kind of bummed because we've been wanting to get this windlass installed, but we can't take the old one off till it stops raining because we have to glass over the holes and put new ones in. So we're kind of on hold for that project. A little rain was not going to stop us from getting started. After all, we had tons to figure out before we could even take the old windlass off.
Well, this is what it looks like when
We've done it again!
when you have boat projects.
Torn up our boat again.
And a list of things to get done before Sonia leaves Finson's. But to do all that, you have to open up every compartment, take
and then you get distracted doing
every sail out of your locker, and the mattress out of the V-berth. I had to use most of my head to put the mattress and the extra 2 spinnakers. And then Sonia gets distracted with cleaning.
Always.
And getting rid of clothes.
2 very good things on a boat. Getting rid of things and cleaning. So we are up in the V-berth right now trying to plan our attack on this whole wiring the windlass project. So we'll see how this goes. We've got tons of space, so we don't want to ruin that space by putting wires right in the middle of everything. So we're trying to figure out how to do this the right way and not use too much wiring. Because the longer the length of wire, the fatter the wire has to be. So we're trying to save some extra dollars on
Copper's expensive.
A little less copper if we can.
I could be a stowaway.
I know, it's a huge space, and you've got airflow and everything.
Legs would go to sleep within like an hour, but 1 foot, 11 inches. Okay.
With a little break in the weather, we got right to work, trying to remove the old windlass.
Sweet.
That was not even pushing at all. Okay, aft port.
All right. You ready?
Ready.
Okay, here we go. They coming out at all?
It's hard to tell, really. It's shaking a lot of crud out from underneath it, so.
All right, let me come out there and take a look.
Did you get this oh, the forward one is coming out a little bit. Try the forward starboard one. Stop!
Okay.
I think we're loose.
All right,
We'll see. All right, we've done a bunch of banging on each of these big bolts down there. You can see it's kind of pulled up a lot of dust and mud from anchoring. And I think it might have broken loose. We've got one bolt that's sticking out quite a bit here. So we're gonna see if we can pick it up and pull it out of here. Oh yeah. It's loose. Nice. Sweet.
Ah!
Now that the old windlass was out of the way, it was time to mock up the new one and figure out exactly where it should be mounted.
Yeah, so the main thing is you want your gypsy lined up with your roller. Cool. Well, we're gonna drill another hole for the wires and then the hose pipe and then just fill these guys. I think it's great. I think since we're offset, we're gonna put the switch on this starboard side.
The whole pattern for the new windlass was completely different, so we decided it was best to fill and fair the existing holes and start fresh. We broke out our good old West Systems epoxy kit and got right to work. In between laying down multiple layers of epoxy, we ran through our long shopping list and bought all the essential components for the rest of the project. Moving up from a manual windlass meant running long lengths of wire and adding an extra battery to our house bank to power the beast of a windlass we were about to install.
And let the fun begin. Today I'm going to be installing my circuit breaker for the windlass, hooking up this extra battery, and then running everything up to the V-berth and the anchor locker. The breaker is going to go somewhere around there. Voila! Circuit breaker installed. We've got this plastic tubing to protect the wiring once it's in the anchor locker, so the chain slap doesn't chafe any wiring. And I'm going to make some new straps to hold down the batteries. Got them blocked off. And then I'll put front blocks on there so they don't slide forward, just like this one. And then we'll have 570 amp hours for the bank. And then if I have time, I'm gonna complete my remote controlled battery switches. So I'll be doing some lug installs with heat shrink, and then I have to get this mattress out, which is super heavy. Look how big the damn berth is, it's like crazy. And then I'll put a control box up in that corner.
After days of this, and this, and this, the moment had finally come. The windlass was wired up and ready to be installed.
When we need to use the windlass, we can take this cap off, and plug up our remote. And then we don't have to drill two big holes for foot switches. Less is more.
Less holes in the bow of our boat, the better. All right, so we are about to... What?
I'm putting myself in the hole.
Okay, I'm talking to the camera.
Oh.
So we are about to put some 4200 onto the bottom of our windlass and mount it, finally, onto our boat so we can go sailing sometime soon, hopefully. It feels like this eternal goal that we never end up getting to go sailing, so I'm excited. It's a beautiful day here. We went bike riding earlier and Jack got a flat tire, so we decided why not do boat projects instead? The last thing was upgrading our chain to fit the new windlass. We offloaded over 400 feet of rusty, crusty, old 3/8 chain and replaced it with a fresh 250 feet of 5/16 high-test chain. All of it is in the van.
Come on, woman.
I'm like hanging on it. It won't even like.
Ciela's got it.
Not really.
You can do it.
What's that high test?
Oh, you'll get it. There you go.
Nice.
Almost there. There you go. We measured out and painted the chain every 10 feet to make it really easy to know exactly how much chain we had out every time we anchored. With the new chain on board and the windlass working like a charm, it was finally time to push off the dock and put the windlass to the test. We're actually moving. Oh, it feels so good.
Yep.
Alrighty, honey. I think I need to put this jib down and crank up Pete.
Okay. We're finally sailing again. It feels so nice to be out. It's a beautiful but kind of chilly night. We are taking down the sails after a quick little sail through what we like to call the ghetto, just our backyard, right outside the marina channel. And we are headed to our favorite anchorage for the night, Clipper Cove. All right, I gotta go because Jack needs help taking down the jib. As expected, the windlass worked like a charm, and we spent the rest of the evening cooking and playing Scrabble on the hook. Show us who won on Scrabble.
Oh shit, I just closed it up. Let's see here. No, there we go. Alright, it says Jack finally wins. February 22nd, 2019. Coming in at the bottom of the end is Sonia with 201. And Jack comes in at 234. 33-point difference. And we are anchored in Clipper Cove.
Sweet.
And that's our spread. That's some pretty good words, I think.
If you like our videos, help keep this boat afloat. Subscribe and join our Patreon crew today. Bye-bye.